Pokemon Black and White have been on the market for quite a while in Japan and other countries around the world. So now I've had, and so have you, had a good quality time to experience many of the features of the games. However, there's one feature that perturbs me so, and I've been getting many comments on my past videos that involve it, so I decided to make a rant video, and that is Black City and White Forest. What Black City and White Forest try to do is propel the game's overall theme of nature versus technology and yin and yang, the balance between Pokemon and people. It's all about balance in Black and White, and Black City and White Forest try to perpetuate that further, being exclusive to their own respective titles. However, the only way to propagate your city and experience all the features within is to go through the Entrelink. The Entrelink is accessible through the Sea Gear, and unfortunately, it has no options for Wi-Fi. So what that means is that you have to have a friend who also has an opposite copy of the game to you. So if you have black, your friend has to have white, or vice versa, because you cannot transfer on Entrelink to the same cities or to the same forests. And when you connect to your friend on Entrelink, you go through Sea Gear. That's when you'll start to have trainers and Pokemon migrate to your city and forest. You get to battle trainers with fully evolved Pokemon in Black City, and you get to capture their pre-evolved baby evolution forms in White Forest. So before I get on with my little rant, let me tell you about how the mechanics work if you successfully get connection through Entrelink, because if you do, you can preserve the people and Pokemon that you find in the forest and cities. If you let your city pass without visiting it for a day or forest, you'll lose 5 points. And before I continue, let me just tell you, word of the wise, don't mess around with your DS's clock. If you do that, your city or forest will become barren. Whether or not you've recently versed on Entrelink or met up with people there, it's going to become barren if you keep messing around with the date and time. So don't do that trying to change the seasons, because it won't work in your favor. Merely entering the area will gain you 3 points per day when you visit your city or forest, and battling trainers in Black City will give you 7 points, while talking to the characters in your White Forest will give you 10 points. Now, why Nintendo did that? I suppose it's because it's a little monotonous to go around talking to useless information characters just to get points to keep them acting in your forest or city. So that's how you can preserve your White Forest or Black City if you manage to find somebody on Entrelink. And I say if, and I mean if, because there's no Wi-Fi, and watch this and here's why.
Okay, well, I did it. I made it to White Forest. Walk through the grass, maybe we'll encounter some Pokemon, or trainers, I don't know. But it said in the instruction manual of my Pokemon Black game, I have to go to someone's White Forest in order to experience trainers in my Black City. So let's just walk around a little bit and see if we can find any signs of life. Hopefully Pokemon, trainers, anybody? Okay, we are on the outskirts of White Forest, and we're going to check our Pokemon Black game to see if we got anybody there. No. No? My city is still vacant. I just walked all over White Forest. Son of a... Maybe he'll go to our city. What do you say? Can we check out the forest? No? Not interested in going on Entrelink? Please, my city's bare. Woohoo! Jackass.
So as you can see, my success rate for finding people to battle or connect with me on Entrelink was 0, zippo, nothing. And this is why I have to make this rant, because Nintendo and the Pokemon Company in tandem, they always seem to half go forward with a great idea. I really love the concept of Black City and White Forest, but however, when it comes to execution, it fails. It's kinda like on the Wii. They'll deliver you an excellent fighting experience, multiplayer, amazing mind-boggling Nintendo first-party game, i.e. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but they won't go full blast and give you online connectivity so you converse with people around the world. That's going to be laggy, and that's going to be not manageable for a fighting series. So Nintendo has a history, as well as the Pokemon Company does, of not going full blast connectivity. Now, was it because they were trying to rush the game? I don't know. Personally, I would have waited a few extra months just to get some Wi-Fi features in there to access an exclusive feature of my game that was supposed to be a main theme. I mean, it's kind of anticlimactic when you get around to beating the Elite Four and then going to this exclusive region that was advertised on the box of your game and seeing that there's nothing there. Because personally, I took my time in my Pokemon Black cartridge game, and I was rewarded with an empty city. I took my time, enjoyed the game, and it punished me by taking away all my buildings. It would have been an excellent idea to include Wi-Fi, Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, whoever is programming this in. This would have been incredible, and it would have been much more of the vibe I think you were trying to go for. When I see what they were trying to do, it seems like they wanted a Facebook-esque experience where you're constantly going back to your game, you're constantly checking the features, you're seeing what's new, and it would keep getting you to have lots of replay value with that one game. And I could see that being as a connective experience, but it falls short when it doesn't have Wi-Fi. So what I say for a solution would be, in the third iteration, if you do it on 3DS, or if you go DS with Pokemon Gray, if that comes about, or if we see Black Forest and White City in future games, allow for Wi-Fi support. There are so many people, so many dedicated Pokemon fans, who just simply don't have anyone near them who has the game. Even with the 3DS and Street Pass. I live in New Jersey and it's pretty densely populated. I still haven't found anyone on Street Pass, minus the one person whose house I visited, so that really doesn't count. So overall, I would say that Nintendo and the Pokemon Company needs to step up with getting connectivity in line. I think they did a fantastic job in Black and White, and I don't want to knock them or degrade them for that. I think that having random matches online is excellent. I think the execution of the new battle mechanics is fun as hell, but without Wi-Fi connectivity, Entralink just falls short, and it's an unused feature for Pokemon players who don't have friends with the game in their area. So, what do you guys think of White Forest and Black City? Do you think it could have been improved with Wi-Fi, or do you think it was good as it is? Please comment below and let me know. I've been DeoGenZ with my mini rant for Black City and White Forest, and I'm out.